welcome to Football Tussle. As before, my name is FM. As you can see, we've got our faces on the screen this time. So introduce yourself again, Mr. CIC.
Well, this is me, Mr. CIC at Ukoko Speaks.
And yourself.
Good to be back. Good to be back.
And yourself, the Grand Champ.
Yo, this is Tage. You can see the name. Catch me on Tage the Grand Champ on Twitter, Tage on Grand Champ on Instagram. And let's do this, man. Let's toss us some more today.
The Grand Champ. All right, and Drifter, Mr. PD, introduce yourself, please, sir.
Hey guys, welcome again. So, we're ready to do this tonight. Thank you.
All right, so let's move on. We've got lots and lots to talk about today. With the transfers, I think it's been the best transfers I've ever seen. It's been a roller coaster of transfers and emotions and different things happening left, right, and centre, right through to the last minute. Just now, we just heard the big man Lukaku going to Chelsea. But we're not going to start with him. We're going to start with the biggest man, not in my eyes, but in lots and lots of people's eyes, Mr. Lionel Messi going to PSG. We touched on this in the very first episode. I asked what was going to possibly could happen. He's now there. PD, you said he was going to stay at Barca.
Oh, me? No.
I said it was going to stay at Barca.
What happened there? What happened there, big man?
It shows the knowledge there. It shows the knowledge.
Exactly.
No. They don't lack of knowledge on this one. I thought Barcelona would have done enough to keep Messi. I mean, that was the all-time greats. That was the main man. Leo was the god, So I thought they would have done a bit better. But hey,
the money, the wages is too much.
I know, but I'm just saying, hopefully no one actually went with my advice and played bets and,
Well, I'm sure the Barcelona fans did anyway.
It's about time he left Barcelona. Seriously, guys. It's about time.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
New adventure.
New challenge.
Exactly. Greener pastures and a new team, a new challenge in France. Wow. PSG, what a team they have amassed. What a team. I mean, look at all the free transfers that they've got. Wow. Can you run us through the free transfers there, please, CIC?
Well, I've got a few here. I'm sure the others have got a few others. You got the old Sergio Ramos there, the old defender, even though he came to the club with injuries and he's been picking up quite a few injuries before at Real Madrid. You got the Italian goalkeeper Donnarumma, and then you got my former friend Gini Wijnaldum.
Wow.
So they've signed quite a few, and good experience and different age groups among them.
It's amazing. It's amazing how a team such as PSG, which is financed by almost a state, not an individual, not a rich billionaire or whatever, but a state, they've managed to get so many players on a free transfer. So as you said, CIC, we've got Donnarumma there, we've got Marquinhos, Ramos, Kimpembe, Verratti, Ronaldo, Hakimi, Banat, Messi, Neymar, and Mbappe. Yeah, what a team they've amassed. I mean, I don't know how they've got such great players on a free transfer. The lure of PSG is growing. Tell us more about that, CIC, and what they're paying for some of these players.
Yeah, as I said, what's it called? You got the biggest dog there, who's now just arrived. You got Lionel Messi. They said reportedly on 650k per week. I don't know how much he was on at Barcelona, but that still looks like hardly a wage cut. But then again, he came on a free transfer, so maybe that's why they can pay that. Yeah. And you got Neymar's on 490k per week, and then you got Mbappe, who's on his last year of contract. He's on 310, and then we look at Sergio Ramos. They say rumored to be on a lowly 200k per week, which is maybe it's the age, I don't know. And then you got the goalkeeper Donnarumma who came. He's on 200k per week, and then as I said, my former friend Wijnaldum, they said he's on a lowly 160k per week. And
just 160k
free transfer.
I
thought he would at least be on more, but that's just some of the major stars at PSG. The list goes on anyway.
Yeah, that
So
is.
what? Are we saying that Messi is making double the amount Mbappe is? I'm sure it wouldn't be.
Well, that's what the wages are revealed. But I'm sure if Mbappe signs a new contract, because he's only got 1 year left, if he signs a new contract, I'm sure they will almost double that.
But let's remember, Mbappe is a small boy compared to Messi, especially after
it's true.
the Euros.
And he did flop at the Euros.
Exactly.
Not even a goal.
Exactly. Not even a goal.
Do you know what I like about all those free transfers is Sergio Ramos, playing against Messi at the Spanish league. Now they're friends and teammates at the French league, which is wonderful,
It's true. It'd be good to see how they react on the pitch. Yeah.
Yeah, it'll be very, very good. I saw a picture recently of Messi and Ramos headbutting each other in their previous
imagine that
in their previous games there. But I saw another picture just today, in fact, of them in the gym hugging each other and being best of pals. I guess, you've got to be a team, you've got to be a professional, and you've got to put the past to the past and get on with the future.
Because you remember back in the old days, Teddy Sheringham and Andy Cole, they hate each other with a passion off the pitch. But they had to work together professionally once they were on the pitch.
They still hate each other. I've heard Andy Cole say, I absolutely despise the guy, and I totally agree with him. The way Sheringham, treated him back in the days. Well, anyway, let's move on from that. It's back in the days. No one wants to hear about that.
Way back in the days.
So Messi going to PSG is absolutely massive. I'm buzzing for this season. I'm not going to watch the French league. I've not really paid too much attention to it, but I might even just browse through it nowadays. What do you think of that? Any of you guys going to be browsing through their games?
Well, you just browse through, you click on it and see what the result is, and maybe see the goals. That's all. But no one's going to sit. Well, I speak for myself. No one's going to sit down there and watch PSG versus Monaco, PSG versus Marseille. I'll be truthful, not me anyway.
You're right. This is the problem with this league. When they're playing all these lower teams, they tend to beat them easily. But when they come into the Champions League, they're struggling. That's PSG I'm talking about. So now I don't know how they're gonna cope with Messi joining them and all the stars we've mentioned. How are they gonna play against the big sides?
They didn't win the league last year, did they?
They didn't.
Remember, the French teams. Some of the French teams are dogs. When you have to play those teams down there, what they called, is it Troyes or Troyes, whatever they pronounce.
Because they just scraped past them in the last game, 2-1.
Exactly. There you go. Those teams are a bit of a dog sometimes.
But to be honest, I think we all know, with the acquisition of Messi, they're going to destroy that league. They're absolutely going to destroy that league. They've got the best keeper in the world as well to back it up. They're going to destroy that league. So it'll be interesting to see how many points that they finish the league above, the nearest rivals in that league. But yeah, like I said, we've got lots and lots and lots to discuss in the show. I'd very much like to see what you guys' thoughts are on PSG in the Champions League this season. Anyone want to jump in real quick?
Again, like I said earlier, this is where they struggle the most, because when they come into Champions League to play all these other European teams, these guys, they play good teams already in their leagues, if you understand what I'm trying to say. Like, let's say they come up against Napoli from Italy. They already play Juventus. All these other Italian teams are stronger,
Technical teams.
Yeah, well. You understand what I'm saying? So they tend to struggle most of the time. And I just want them to finish the crossing line and get to the final and win it. And we'll see how that goes anyway.
Well, they've been to finals already, and they blew themselves. But for me, maybe Messi might be the final piece that they need of the jigsaw puzzle to get them over the line. Only time will tell. They'll definitely be one of the favourites there. At least minimum, It should be semi-finals, if not final, especially with the star-studded team that they got. But sometimes it's experience, even though they've got Neymar and Messi there, but maybe there might be stage fright. Who knows? But they'll definitely be up there at the latter stages. If they don't win it, they've blown themselves, just a bit like Man City.
Yeah, I agree.
What stage fright? What stage fright are they going to get? If I was the PSG chairman or whatever, the owner, I'm saying the minimum Champions League trophy final. That's the minimum thing. Lose down the final by penalties, like minimum.
Yeah,
it's been the minimum for the last couple of seasons, and they've blown themselves. Even though they're getting closer.
With Messi now, there should be no excuses, because you even look at the other teams in Europe. Bayern have not really spent crazy. It's pretty much the same team. In fact, they've lost certain players like Alaba and stuff like that. You look at Real Madrid is still, Cruz is injured, the whole team's still, Asensio in and out of the team. They don't even know what's going on.
Barcelona's finished.
Barcelona's finished. Juve, pretty much the same thing. They've changed managers. Maybe
the same.
But it's pretty much the same. PSG, you've strengthened well. I see PSG as favourites.
They have to be favourites. I mean, the team was.
And you've got Di Maria, Verratti behind you. You've got Paredes. Come on.
It's a massively strong team. They were strong last year, and with with one of the greatest ever, Messi joining, they and the best keeper in the world, they have to win it this year. For me, they have to win it this year. Nothing else.
What about the defense? Is the defense strong enough?
It's strong enough. You got Marquinhos, you got Ramos, you got Kimpembe, you got Bernat, you got Pizarro, you got Hakimi. Keep going to the whole team. They got a strong team. They got a good defense.
Ramos.
That team has got everything right now. That's what we're all talking about. They've got experience, pace, youth, everything mixed in one team. Do you understand?
Yeah. I know it's the backup goalkeeper. Isn't it the guy from Real Madrid?
He was very good. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, Navas. Is he the backup keeper now?
Yeah. Navas is the backup keeper, and look how good he is. Exactly.
Wow.
That's amazing. What a team. Yeah. What a team.
You're telling me come on, they have to win it now. No excuses.
Wow. I've got my club Liverpool there still, so I'm still going with my club Liverpool there. You never walk alone there. Just for my Liverpool followers as well there. I can't discount them for the Champions League.
Let's not go too deep into the 30-year-old team there. We'll discuss them another time.
30-year-olds, what's it called? Arsenal in the whole lifetime of existence since 18 or whatever hundreds never done nothing in Europe.
Don't worry about that. You're supposed to be a bigger team, right?
Anyway, Arsenal plays second round of Carabao Cup. That says it all. Big boys don't play second round of Carabao Cup.
I saw that the other day. I hadn't seen Arsenal play in the first or second round.
It was a shock.
So I was very shocked to see that.
I thought that was old news. I saw that pop up on my phone. I was thinking, what's going on? I thought that was old news.
You thought what's it called? Sam Allardyce was still in the job at West Brom. But go on.
All right. Moving on slightly. The PSG team is massive this year. But we're just gonna have a quick look at an image here of what everyone is going to be doing in the new FIFA game. As you know, back in the days, everyone will pick the best team. So do you think when you get on and you're playing your leagues and you're playing your championships or whatever, or you're playing your mates, there's going to be this image where it's PSG versus PSG? You know it is.
I hate those ones.
That was back in the days of FIFA and Pro. That's what we used to do.
I normally quit the game anyway. I normally quit and pick a different team. I hate that.
I must say, Tage, the Grand Champ, is one of the very few who picks an odd team like Napoli and
I pick
various odd teams to play. And he's pretty good with it. But I can imagine lots and lots of people, especially the kids, then would be Messi versus Messi, PSG versus PSG.
Definitely.
All right, that's a little bit of fun there. So yeah, let's discuss about the best front three ever. We've got Neymar, Messi, and Mbappe now. Can you think of any others that are equal to that? I can. I've got quite a few listed there, in fact.
Yeah, there you go. What's it called? As we already know about one of the best ones. That's definitely up there for me. You got Messi, Eto'o, and Ronaldinho. That was a mixture of everything.
That's a top one.
That's a crazy one. You got one so close as well. You've got Messi. Messi's in all of them. You got Messi, Neymar and Suarez. That was.
Oh yeah, that's definitely up there still.
That was me too.
You said it slightly wrong. It's MSN. It's MSN. Messi, Suarez, Neymar.
You knew what you meant anyway.
I knew what it meant. What about Henri Perez and Mr. Bergkamp there? Come on, you gooners. Come on, that's a top front three there.
Not bad. The reason they're
Invincibles.
They're invincible. They're top in England, but
don't talk about Europe, Cox. Don't talk
no
about
Europe there. No Europe. I even put what's it called, Salah, Bobby Firmino, and Mane above them because you have to win those decorated stuff. Not only in the domestic one, abroad.
Should I just mute CIC because he just said blasphemy there? Absolute nonsense from him. Absolute nonsense from him.
Couldn't even fly.
Don't forget, guys. Don't forget the Tevez, Rooney, and Ronaldo combination.
That's a top one. That's a top one as well. I hate to say it,
but you know what? I found one that might be on par with all of them that we've said already.
Yeah.
Rivaldo, Ronaldo, Ronaldinho. Come on. Tell me which one is better than that. Come on.
What did you say?
That's international level.
Rivaldo, Ronaldo, Ronaldinho. Triple R.
It's quality. It's quality.
Firepower there.
Yeah.
Firepower.
That was crazy.
Well, yeah.
We forgot about Cristiano, Garabeo, and Benzema. That was a good one as well. They're the run.
Yeah. Galacticos there. Galacticos. That's not bad. Not bad. So what do you think of this picture, guys, of Suarez looking at Messi?
Imagine.
Messi and Neymar embracing each other again. Friends again.
It's the old memories there that he's no longer a part of. It's a blow for him, but at least he's still happy because he still won La Liga. So you have to move on. It doesn't stay together. You don't stay together forever, but I'm sure he'd be a bit happy for them. A wry smile.
No, not that guy. That vampire guy that likes to bite people. Despise the guy. I'm sure.
He wish he was part of that team.
He doesn't.
Front line again. I'm telling you.
Yeah, it's true. It's true.
So yeah,
remember, Suarez and Messi are supposed to be very good friends as well.
Yeah.
There's so many good friends.
Yeah, Messi's good friends with
a good friend. There's so many friends there. Everyone wants to be friends with the best football player on the pitch, isn't it? Like at school. I want to be on his team.
Yeah. Even Neymar offered Messi his number 10.
There you go.
Messi said no.
See?
Begging
Neymar was scared, and he said, "Quickly, let me just give my number out so I don't get blown straight away."
It's like Ramos as well. You know, he will be happy playing alongside Messi instead of playing against him on the field. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Of course. Did you know that Ronaldo will be a free agent next year as well? Do you think he'll be heading over to the PSG? That would be nuts.
You know he's going to.
My goodness.
It's possible. It's possible because if they what's it called? Mbappe is on his last year. If Mbappe moves on to like Liverpool, Real Madrid, or whatever, then
cross Liverpool out of that rubbish. Look at this guy.
Well, we're not spending the money. We're not spending the money. Maybe we're saving the money there for Mbappe. Sensational signing from FSG. You heard it here first. Anyway, if Mbappe moves on. If Mbappe moves on to wherever he goes, it frees up a slot, and maybe the arch bitter rivals may be on the pitch at the same time, playing for the same team. Who knows?
What's that? Neymar, Ronaldo, Messi.
There you go.
But it might be a bit slow though. It might be a bit slow. The legs, the Messi and Ronaldo legs, a bit.
Well, that's why. Oh yeah, what's it called? Because the young legs of Mbappe is gone, isn't it? It's an Anfield.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's right.
Yeah, let's moving on from PSG and Messi.
True, we got Prem coming up. We got Prem
and all that rubbish in France. They're dominating the crap league or whatever it is. Some big man. Now. Yeah. The big man. Lukaku going to Chelsea there. The big man there. Back home, he says. Chelsea says back home. What do you guys think of that?
It always makes me laugh when they say back home. But look how much you're buying players back to come back home. Man United did it with Pogba. Now what's it called? Chelsea did it with Lukaku.
Wow.
It's a road there, but it's a top player. What's it called? The fee that they paid, 93 million or whatever it was, might be it might be the missing link for them to push on to try and get the Prem again. But yeah, it'd be very exciting days for Chelsea fans and stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, go on.
No, I was just going to say, Lukaku going back to Chelsea is a massive move for them. They need a number 9, and I'm hearing he's the perfect number 9. Some of his stats are absolutely ridiculous at the moment. Absolutely ridiculous. Yes, Lukaku. Did you know he's been overall, his total money spent on him is the greatest ever, right?
Oh yeah, I saw that sensational stat the other day.
Di Maria has accumulated 189 million in sales, right? Alvaro Morata, 199 million in sales.
Morata?
Yes, Morata.
Yeah.
Cristiano Ronaldo, 249 million. Neymar, 327 million. And the big man himself has accumulated 338 million in sales.
It's brilliant from Lukaku.
What a man! Wow! The numbers are immense there. Absolutely.
That's why multi-millionaire. The signing on fees from all these kind of contracts, he's done for life, clean already.
Yeah,
clean, definitely.
But his goals alone, what's it called? Stand up to it anyway. It's backed it all up anyway.
Yeah. His numbers.
Lukaku's a great player. You know, he scores goals and bang goals in all the time. He's a big man. You know. He rolls up the ball well and bring people in. You know?
Well, I'm sure you Man United supporters weren't happy when it was at United for 2 years. Or like the year from United fans were complaining. Lukaku's first touch, he's slow and
they were saying he was too stiff.
No, I understand what you're saying. You know the thing about Lukaku is you mentioned already the touch and the first touch. Like as a football player, as a fan, when I watch footballers, I like the players that could touch the ball and beat a player. Do you understand? You don't need to just your touch has beaten the player if you don't have a pace. So Lukaku don't have that. That's the problem with him.
He's got power.
But as we saw in the Euros, he was quality.
Yeah,
he's got power and he's strong. When he takes shots and all that, he's very strong. But technically, he's not the best. But he's a top player. Definitely, I respect him.
What United could do with him right now, though, because look at United now. You guys have tried all sorts in that position. Marshall, Rashford, Greenwood, sorry.
But they have
Cavani.
Cavani is the epitome of number 9. He's very good. He's very good. But he's just old. They could do with an
Cavani's quality.
Yeah. Definitely. Yeah. But he was never going to go. He was never going to go back to Man United after they dissed him even worse than Chelsea dissed him under Mourinho.
Yeah,
definitely.
Moving on from Lukaku, it's a great purchase for Chelsea there. Which is great for the Premier League, great for us to watch. I'm quite interested to see what he's going to do. His numbers for Belgium and Inter Milan were astronomical. So let's see what he does for Chelsea. It's going to be a great season. Moving away from that, we're just going to touch on the Champions League. Did you guys know there's no away goals in the Champions League this season?
Yeah, I was disappointed by that decision because I'm one of the fans that supports the away goals. Even though for you Arsenal fans, it means nothing anyway because you're not you're never playing it. But for the big boys of England that play in the Champions League, it's poor, and the other teams that play in the Champions League, it made it interesting. Now games are gonna be funny there, 0-0 and stuff, and you can't get the away goal. I'm not a fan of it anyway. Yeah. Why UEFA trying to do all this stuff? Maybe they're afraid of the Super League or whatever, coming up with some other different rules.
So what happens like then? Do we just go straight into penalties after extra time? Is that?
Well, if it's still a draw on in after full time, then it goes to extra time, and then it will go to penalties.
Yeah. Okay. Well, penalties are a part of football. I like the dramatics of penalties, but I also like the away goals thing because it encourages team to go out, away and try and nick a goal. Do you know what I mean?
Thank you.
Definitely. And also I feel for me, it actually helps the smaller teams. Because as a smaller team, you don't expect them to sometimes to beat the bigger team. But if they could get an away goal and draw,
it gives them a chance. And then defend at home. You know what I mean?
You know, imagine scoring 2 goals against flipping Madrid or Barcelona. Even though that's easy these days. But you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's true what you guys are saying. I understand what you guys are all saying, but the game is changing, you know, and there's just different things coming into football lately, you know. This away goal rule being cancelling. I want to see the outcome of it. We don't know how it's gonna work. You understand? The first game of the pot is the round of 16. Do you understand? Well, let's wait and see how it will turn out. It might be a good thing. You never know.
I don't like it.
It's changing. Look at the VAR and all that. The game is just changing at a different level right now.
Yeah. Well, we'll see how it goes anyway. Definitely. We'll watch that space.
We'll watch that space indeed. So that concludes our first part of this. Now we're going to discuss the big old Premier League.
Yes, the bread and butter. Bread and butter.
Rice and soup, egusi and whatever you want to call it. Jollof,
fish and chips, or whatever you want. Bangers and mash.
Bangers and mash.
The biggest league in the world, you know. That's what
it is the biggest league in the world. So yeah,
the most watched, easily.
Yeah, easily. Definitely. So there's some interesting games in the first round of games in the Prem this season. First,
start with your one. Start with your own team tomorrow.
It is tomorrow, 8:00. Brentford versus Arsenal.
Wow.
We have to see what's it called. Arteta's under massive pressure, because last year, really, I'm not an Arsenal fan there, but there's a couple on here. After finishing there, should he not have been sacked?
For me, I am an Arsenal fan. I never wanted Arteta in the first place, but I'm an old Arsene Wenger man myself.
Wow.
I never wanted Wenger to go. I'll say it.
Brilliant. And so you wanted Wenger to be there. You wanted Wenger to be there like 30 years.
Why not? He was playing entertaining football. You know, the way we got rid of Arsene Wenger was an absolute disgrace on the team.
I wouldn't see eye to eye with you on this one. No way.
But we've never seen eye to eye on this.
I love Wenger. I will still say it. I loved Wenger, but Wenger needed to go. The last 2 years of Wenger was it was abysmal. But little did I know that there was something worse than Wenger out there.
Oh my God, Emery. Oh my God, and then Arteta. It's gone downhill since then. It's been downhill. So at least with Wenger, we could have enjoyed entertaining football. We could have beaten everybody but the top 4. Every season we would have done that.
Anyway, Arsenal. This is not Arsenal TV. Let's get back to the match tomorrow. Is Arsenal winning that one or not?
I think I'm going with an Arsenal win. Even Ivan.
I see Arsenal win, but I feel like that's just just covering the cracks. Look, to be fair, as an Arsenal fan, I'm not really excited about these games. I expect us to win. I would watch it, but I wouldn't. If we lose, that wouldn't shock me. Or if we struggle to win, that wouldn't shock me.
You know, Aubameyang hasn't scored any goals in pre-season. Should we be worried about that?
I blame Arteta. You got a 32-year-old or 31-year-old striker on the wings. When you've got natural wingers, you either play Oba through the middle, where you tell him to do less movements in around the pitch, and just
put Martinelli on the left.
Martinelli on the left. You could play Saka on the left. You got Pepe on the right. You could even play flipping old man Willen as second fiddle on the right. You just play Oba through the middle. You could play
Uber's just another Ozil there, waiting for a new contract, and he's now gone into statue mode.
I know
scoring no goals in pre-season is just a roll-on from last season where he was awful. But anyway, for me, I think it might be what's it called? Brentford would be up for that still. So Arsenal, it's not a gimme for Arsenal in that game. But Arsenal need to start. They need to start well because of their following fixtures. So they need to really try and get 3 points because of their following next 2 fixtures. But yeah, I'm thinking what's it called? I think Brentford might surprise Arsenal.
Of
I'm,
course you would
I'm,
say that. Of course you would say
I'm
that.
with
You would say
I'm
anything
with
positive about
Coco on
Arsenal.
that one. I think Brentford will win that game or a draw at least. They're playing
There
at
you
home as
go.
well. And, do you understand? And pitch size and all that kind of thing. Fan, you understand what I'm trying to say? But
And
anyway,
also,
I want to talk about
Arsenal's
Arsenal.
defense is dodgy. Look at Arsenal's
Yeah,
defense. It's what's it called? A new defense there in the centre backs. Anyway,
that's true. That's true. But Arteta's brought in a couple of players this season, at least 4 to 5 players, I think. And I think Arsenal will be solid this season. I don't think they will win the league, but they will be solid.
That
They will be
Lokonga guy
solid.
is very, very good. 21, amazing player. He's one for the future. Watch out. I'm telling you. I've seen that
Yes.
guy play a couple of times now, and I like what he's doing. All right, moving away from the Arsenal game, I think it's a 2-2 draw there. Two of going for Brentford. The Arsenal fans are going for Arsenal, which is a bit of a shock there, considering Brentford have newly been promoted and Arsenal well-established
I
team
don't
in the
know.
Premier League.
It's the haters.
It's absolutely shocking. But moving on, nobody cares about this game too much. It's Burnley, Brighton. What's the consensus on that one?
Next, please. Next.
Next. All right.
But for the Burnley fans or the Brighton fans, we still have to mention them. I think I'm just going to edge for Burnley to win that game because they're what's it called? They're playing at home. But go on.
Okay,
I couldn't care less. Who's going to win.
We need to cover the fans there still. But go on.
Next game is Chelsea Crystal Palace there, London derby. Patrick Vieira's first game in the Prem.
It should be a home banker. If Chelsea don't win that, they're blowing themselves. Simple as. There's no questions asked. Palace, loads of changes at the back. Yeah. Loads of what's it called overhaul. They let 12 players go or more. What's it called? Because they were out of contract. So there's been a lot of changes there. Not only on the pitch, also on the sidelines with the granddad Hodgson gone, and then Arsenal legend Vieira taking over. But if Chelsea don't win that, they're blowing themselves. It's that simple.
It's a new philosophy, Chelsea.
I'm going with Coco as well. That's just too much quality on Chelsea's team not to beat a Crystal Palace. Do you understand? Yeah. But it's the first game of the season. Anything can happen, but that doesn't mean nothing. But I'm going for a Chelsea win.
Yeah,
I think
Chelsea are going for the Prem. They have to win such games.
It's full house.
Next game is Everton, Southampton. Southampton letting Danny Ings go on the sly. Nobody knew about that transfer, and all of a sudden he's at Aston Villa there.
Well, we didn't know about the transfer, but we did know that from last season, at the end of the season, he wasn't happy and he wasn't going to sign a new contract. And he was another player that was in the last 12 months of his contract. So either way, he was going to go. He really wanted to go to a Champions League team, but none of them came knocking. And the closest one of form was Aston Villa. Also, you say, what's it called? In that game, it should be what's it called? The home state, the Southampton are in trouble this season.
I agree. This season. And Everton have got Benitez there. They're going to be a lot more solid than they were last year.
And he needs to start well. He needs to start well, what's it called, Rafa? Because we know about the fans are not even on song with him anyway, because of managing the arch rivals, my beloved Liverpool there still. So he needs to hit the ground running, or before you know it, he's out on his ear, or as they say, out on his big belly.
What did he call Everton? Small club.
Well, there you go. He said it was he said it was a language misunderstanding.
Life comes at you at 360 now. Well, he's come right back to him now. He's there at the small club.
I'm going for Everton win. Like I said, Benitez, he knows his way around the Premier League. He's been here for a little while, so it's Everton.
And Southampton are going to be one of the relegation, battlers this season.
I agree.
I think so. I don't know. I don't really know what Southampton has done with strengthening the side. They've let 2 key players go for me. I think they've let the left back go. That's played for Leicester.
Beltran.
He's good. He's cool. I have him at Arsenal. And then you have Danny Ings that's gone as well. I think those are 2.
And I think they've lost a lot of experience.
And I think Ward-Prowse has been touted. There's lots of teams looking at him. Maybe they're trying.
Villa's another one that's spending money like water.
Yeah. Do you know what Southampton are doing lately? They're bringing back all the old players they sold. That do you understand? The likes of Theo Walcott, I'm hearing Chamberlain is going back. Maybe Gareth Bale might go back soon. Do you understand? But
is that a scripted measure?
Anyway, let them have their reunion party in the Championship.
Yeah. Moving on very quickly to Leicester City and Wolverhampton there.
Well, Leicester, what's it called? Even though they faltered again near the end of last season, like the season before, what's it called? Leicester brought in one or two players, and they've got a very core team already, which is very strong. If they can avoid injuries, because they lost near the end of last season, they lost their key players at like Maddison and Barnes at crucial stages. That might have cost them finishing in the top four. But Leicester, for me, should win that game. Wolves have lost their number one goalkeeper. They've also lost their manager. Jimenez is coming back from the major head injury. So, and Traore, we don't know. He's like the British weather. You don't know what you're going to get with him each game. So for me, it's a home win for me.
Yeah. I'm going with it. It's going to be a comfortable win for Leicester, especially after our win against them against the Man City game in the Charity Shield there. Comfortable win for Leicester.
So they're on a high.
Yeah. Next game is a good rivalry, actually. Manchester United and Leeds.
That's a very good game. That's a very good game. Do you understand? But I'm going for a draw. I don't think United will win that as much as expected. Yeah, Leeds are not. Leeds are a very good team.
Yeah, they're no marks.
Watch them last season. Yeah, they will attack Man United. And Man United are still finding the balance. Yes, they've got Sancho, they've got all these new players coming in, but they still need to find the balance and all need to gel. And Rashford is not playing that day, you know?
Where's Varane?
Where is Varane? The transfer has not been confirmed.
I was hearing isolation.
Still passing medical.
It's medical, isolation, quarantine. There's chaos going on there. It's been how long? Almost over 2 weeks.
That's what I don't understand. You know, Messi has been reviewed over at PSG, and Man United is.
It's strange, and it's gone quiet. It's gone quiet. I heard he was there last Saturday.
Money talks is bigger levels.
I heard he was there last Saturday doing the medical. We don't even know, as Grand Champ says, we don't even know if he's passed the medical, for God's sake. But for me, what's it called?
He's been very injury prone.
I think Man United will edge it 2-1. I think Man United edge it 2-1. It'd be tight because Leeds are very, attacking team, and they only play one way. And they will definitely cause Man United problems there still. But I think maybe Man United, even though I hate them, I think they'll just edge it 2-1.
What do you think of Sancho?
I think so.
What do you think of Sancho? I've heard great things about the Sancho lad.
Oh yeah, we know about him. What's it called? Premiership now. He needs to show himself.
He does.
You don't know. Sancho
Sancho's a good player.
It will do well. Sancho definitely will do well.
It's a hard league. It's a harder league than the German league. This whole Prem.
Oh yeah, that's it.
I understand, but they're both physical leagues. Premier League and German League, do you understand? So I reckon the boy would do good. I think.
I want him to do good. I like the lad, and he's got great skill, and he takes on players, and we want to see entertaining football. So I hope he does do well. Newcastle, West Ham.
I see West Ham.
Good old Steve Bruce still being battered by the Newcastle fans there.
No. West Ham should win that game. West Ham, I hate to say it, but I thought Moyes was finished. How the old dinosaur resurrected and doing all right with West Ham is unbelievable. But I feel like I was looking at some brilliant stats last season. Do you know the West Ham's left back Criswell and the right back Kufur in total were doing Liverpool stuff? They had 20 assists.
Yes. 20 assists? Well, I didn't know. Amazing.
I was like, whoa. I was like, that's Liverpool stuff anyway. So you look at West Ham, they've got a good core. They've got Rice. They've got the good fullbacks.
Antonio.
Antonio, they've got a young defender. You got Bruno Fernandes and Behan Rama, who was so fun.
And they've got two keepers now, Fabianski and Areola, fighting for the number one place there.
Yeah, there you go. I feel like
we don't know who's going to be first choice. Who's going to be first choice?
I don't care who's going to be first choice.
Anyway, it's a low team anyway. But I think West Ham. I'm going with West Ham to win that game anyway.
Definitely, yeah, me too. Newcastle is dry. Newcastle is the same team all the time.
Same team. Same fans hating on the manager.
Longstaff, they're the same name, Gale.
But I like that Maximilian guy. He's entertaining. He's good to watch. It's good to watch.
He's a B-Tech Sadio Mane there.
Yes, I'm with you on that. It reminds me of Mane. He's very balanced.
No, Okocha. He reminds me a little bit of Okocha there. He's got a little.
No way. He's not fit to lace JJ's boots. I didn't say lace. He reminds me of Okocha.
Let's stick to Mane, guys.
Mane,
Mane similarities.
Okay, fair enough. What about Norwich City and good old Liverpool?
I'll let the loud Liverpool man speak.
Well, it's a repeat of a couple of seasons ago. I'm trying to think what the scoreline was.
I think it was 5.
It was either 4-2 or 4-3. Then what's it called? Liverpool. People are looking for guaranteed clean sheets and stuff in fantasy football. But anyway, we'll leave that for another time. If Liverpool want to get themselves back, trying to get get the title back and be in the running. These are the kind of games that you have to win, home and away, against these newly promoted sides and smaller sides. Liverpool have to win anyway. So I'm going for Liverpool to win it by a few goals there. If not, it's an awful result. It's an awful start. Simple as.
Who's your front three this season? Who's your front three for Liverpool? If you were the manager, what would you pick as a Liverpool front three?
Well, I'm going for what's it called? I would go for Mane, Jota and Salah. But what's it called? Because for me, Bobby playing for a top team like that, how can he not be scoring regularly double figures in the Prem? Is in the last few years, his Prem ratio of goals are getting lower and lower since he got there. He should be minimum 15 goals. You're not a natural number 9 striker, but still, you should still put up with you should still get in with some grafting of some goals. It's not good enough for Bobby.
It's true. I totally agree. He gets lots and lots of assists, but he needs to get in on a scoring attack.
Definitely, he needs to get into double figures.
Yeah, definitely.
So Liverpool, if they don't win that game, they're blown it. Simple as.
Yeah.
They're blown it.
I'm going for a Liverpool win as well. That's what I'm going for. But as you guys touch on Bobby is just not a clinical finisher. That's what it is.
Yeah. And he's more there to link up the play and stuff like that, I reckon. Moving on to our prediction. Of Tottenham and Man City. We touched on it last week. I'll just bring up the scores of what we said. CIC went for 2-0 to Man City. Diddy went for 2-1 to Leicester. Didi went for 2-1 to Man City. PD went for 2-1 to Leicester, and I went for 4-0 to Man City. So that's our highlight. We're still going to look at that and see what happens. Yes, very, very interesting scores there, guys.
No problem.
Yeah, I'm still go on.
No, I was going to say, what's it called? As we carry on, maybe we should each of us should predict our top 4 for in the right order for who wins the title and who finishes like second, third, and fourth this season.
Okay. 3, 2, 1. So yeah, we're going to discuss now very, very quickly from the beginning of the season what we all think is going to be the top 4 at the end of the season, the contentious top 4. I'm going to start with you, PD. What's your top 4? Very quickly, please, sir.
I think Man City definitely. Manchester United. I'll go for Chelsea. Liverpool.
PD, sorry, Grand Champ.
No worries, or it could go by many names anyway. But
doesn't matter.
I'm with PD on that one. I thought the same thing, but I'm gonna go with. I would go City to win the league, number 1. I would go with Chelsea, number 2, to finish second. I would go United third, social sacks. And then I would go with Liverpool. I would go with Liverpool fourth.
Mr. CIC?
Well, what's it called? I have to go with my team, Liverpool first. There.
You're crazy.
No.
Anyway, this is my predictions. You've had your say. My predictions: Liverpool first to get the title back. and this time celebrate in front of fans at the end of the season because we didn't
You've
get to.
only won one title in 30 years.
Anyway,
I
didn't interrupt you. Anyway, so Liverpool first, Chelsea second, Man City third, and Man United fourth.
Wow.
But that could change that could change if what's it called, Man City somehow get Harry Kane, where there was reports in the
150 million
this evening, they were saying that Man City might go as far as 127 million for Harry Kane. We'll see how that goes.
We don't want to
hear yours. Kane is going to City, I think. Kane is going to City, I reckon.
FFP's gone out the window anyway. Who's City sold that they can start spending that kind of money? Anyway, fair play's gone. But FM, what's your predictions?
Yeah, my predictions are going to be Man City to win again, Chelsea, strong team, to be second, Man United to be third, and Arsenal to be fourth. Come on, you gooners.
What?
Come on.
I thought they were calling me delusional. Arsenal fourth? What?
I'm going with Arsenal fourth.
Murray and what's it called? Ben White in centre back. You have to laugh.
Yep.
Who's the right back? Chambers, I'm hearing. It's a joke, mate.
Ramsdale.
Leno in goal.
Ramsdale. We're going to play 30 million for him.
Don't give them ammunition. That's wow.
You have to believe. You can't go into the new season not believing in your team there. There's a difference between belief and delusional.
Definitely. There's a difference between luck and skill.
Yeah, definitely.
It's not happening.
I'm sticking to my guns.
It's good that he has a bit more, faith in Arsenal than you there, Grand Champ.
It doesn't matter. I think Wenger is speaking through him there. You have to believe. You have to believe.
It's true.
Well, it's been wonderful talking to you, gentlemen, again.
It's even better seeing each other.
Well,
that's true.
Well, there's lots have been said about that. I'm glad everyone's had a chance to see what we all look like behind our monikers there. Some of us have had nice clean shaves and nice bald head and stuff like that. Some of us have not.
I'm going for the retro of the 80s look. I was hearing that's how I pick my team names anyway. I'm going for the retro look.
That's it. So yes, to conclude things, I hope everybody who's taking the time out to watch the show has enjoyed the show. Big shout out to Mr. PD Drifter. Big shout out to the Grand Champ and to CIC. Hit the subscribe, hit like. Let us know what you think of the show. Send us some questions, and we look forward to
leave comments, leave everything there.
Yep, leave it all. Let us know.
That's it. We need more. We need more feedback so we can make this even better and improve it. So we need everyone in it, even if it's critical or if it's good. We take everything on board.
That's it.
Definitely subscribe so you don't miss out on this excellent, top quality football tussle there. Get involved. Join us.